The following video tutorial explains how to use the SEO tab when adding or editing products in PrestaShop 1.6. You will need to be logged in to the PrestaShop administrator, and you will need to be either editing an existing product or adding a new product before you can use the SEO tab. Before we start with the tab, let's look at what is SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. This is a very important subject for your store since SEO helps people to locate your products when they're searching the internet with a search engine. The better the SEO, the more likely your website will appear as a search result when a customer is using a search engine like Google. Now it's important to note that when you're trying to use the SEO tab, that you actually need to set the friendly URL option in the SEO and URL section of preferences. So we're going to go to that section real quick and scroll down to where it says set up URLs, and you can see that the friendly URL here is set to yes. If it's set to no, then the settings that you try to set in SEO tab under products will not work. So right now, if you set it to yes, you hit save, and that will save it, and that will activate what needs to be done. This setting requires URL rewriting so that the friendly URLs you define for your product work on the internet. By default, this is available on all Web Hosting Hub servers. So let's go back to Catalog Products, and we're going to edit a product so that we can look at the SEO settings. So the first item in the SEO tab is meta title. The meta title is the product title that will be seen by the search engines. You can leave it blank if you want to use the product name. The name itself is limited to 70 characters. In fact, as you type in the name, you'll see the number countdown. The next entry is called the meta description, and it is limited to 160 characters. This meta description will appear in search engines. So let's take a look at the search engine. Let's go to Google. If we type in t-shirts, the description that they're talking about is this description that you see right here. It's called the meta description. So it's pretty important that you have a good description there, because when people look in a search engine like Google, that description is what they'll be reading. So let's go back to the products. The next item is called the friendly URL. This is a human readable set of characters, you could say. It's something that you would basically be able to remember and read and understand. If you need help generating one, there is a generate button here that will generate one based on the product name. And when you type it in, the URL is shown in its complete form here in the yellow bar underneath the entry field. The last thing that we need to make a note of in the SEO section for our products is the languages. So the language setting is something that's actually set in your store in the localization section. The default language in your store is set in the localization setting of your PrestaShop administrator. So here, if you click on localization, you can actually go to localization here, and you can see under configuration the default language, which is set to English. If you want to increase the number of language packs that are loaded on your system, you would need to go to import a localization pack. The localization pack provides the character set that you can use to type in the names in a different language. So let's go back to the catalog products. I'm going to edit that again, and under SEO. And here's what I was talking about if you wanted to look at the different languages here. And for example, the character sets I was talking about for Spanish, you can see the tilde over the N under Espanol. And that completes the video section or video tutorial for the SEO. The last thing you would need to do before you wrap it up is to click on Save and Stay or Saved. to save your entries. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.